I really just can't even contain my excitement. I didn't think that this was going to happen. I didn't think these huge wars were just going to start happening, and I realized that we've been at war. We've had civs at war for the last I don't know, almost 7-8 videos straight. And the wars are only getting bigger and bigger as we continue to advance towards the end of the game, because the armies are getting bigger, the technologies are getting bigger, there's more units that are coming into play. I mean, things are becoming just insane, and I don't think we're going to see the wars stop. The wars are going to continue on as this series comes to a close. So the Ottomans have had enough of the reign of terror that Babylon has had over their, I don't know, these two competing civs for a science victory. There's been a really huge Cold War from the very beginning of this game. There's been just a massive Cold War between the Ottomans and Babylon, and finally it is starting to break out. The Ottomans also allied a very key ally. This city-state is good, especially when defending if Arabia decides to join in against the Ottomans, but I think Arabia might instead go against Babylon. Look at the forces within this city. Babylon is completely open for an attack. Babylon has nothing. We might see Babylon get completely destroyed from all sides here. We've got Poland taking over the north, and the Ottomans taking over the bulk of it. Now, we might see the Arabians join in. Depending on the ideology, I think that'll definitely help. Portugal and Russia made a declaration of friendship. That's an interesting choice there. So I'm going to focus a lot of my efforts on, this is kind of where the real battle is happening. I know that, we also have Amsterdam possibly, definitely going to be taken over by... we have England taking over Amsterdam, definitely. I'll kind of keep an eye on that, but the main thing here is to watch this. This is where the big implications of this game goes down. I think we all can assume that England's going to get her third city within mainland Europe, which is insane. So we have Akeda, and I think it depends. Now, I don't think the Ottomans can do this. I don't think the Ottomans, these are really strong cities. You got to remember that. Because Babylon has that combat, Rome, well, that's not even fair, man. Rome and Portugal made peace. Did Rome ever take that city back? No, they didn't. Babylon is being declared war on by everyone. Now we have Catherine joining in on the war. So we saw a massive troops. Everyone's declaring war now. Poor Babylon. We saw a massive army from Catherine kind of building up. And I thought they were going to go to war with Greece because they didn't have much. Sweden and Denmark. Sweden, why did you do that? You guys are supposed to be buddies. You guys have been going at each other's throats since the entire game. This has been a huge rivalry since the beginning of the series. Since video 1, we had Sweden and Denmark not liking each other with that huge move, settling Sigtuna right here above, just north of Copenhagen. So yeah, even Venice is joining in on the war against Babylon. Well, it is time to say goodbye to Babylon. Unfortunately, and I gotta say, I'm somewhat happy. There. I know that's mean. I shouldn't be saying that because I know some of you guys were rooting for Babylon. But again, it's like they're the most powerful. They're so strong. They've got the best unique ability in the game, arguably. I would say, in my opinion, yeah. I think they're even better than Korea's unique ability, to be honest. So I can't root for them, man. I can't root for them. So Arabia chose autocracy. I believe the Ottomans chose order, so that might drive some tension between them. Germany has joined in against Babylon. Those people won't have a big implication. Maybe Austria. Russia will. Maybe Greece would. Austria might. Arabia will be the final nail in the coffin. Arabia, if they join in, then Babylon will probably get taken. Their capital will probably get taken. They've got some reinforcements coming. If the Ottomans aren't smart, they're not going to be able to take the right. They're not going to move. They're not going to do the right thing here in this war. And I'm wondering why. So I think that the AI realizes clearly. I've noticed this. The AI knows if you're close to a victory, and if you're doing good in science or some sort of specific victory type. And if you have low army, then they all gang up on you. Look at this. There's 3 privateers going after a one Babylonian submarine. Where the hell did he get that? Oh, never mind. That's right. I forgot they had a coastal city in the Black Sea. How's Carthage doing against her war? Oh, I think they made peace. I don't think there's anything else going on there. Portugal still doing good. Oh, we actually might see Orleans kind of drop back into the hands of... Brussels just got their fucking 3rd city. Oh my god. Wow. Brussels just got their 3rd freaking city. Are you kidding me? Wow. Oh my gosh. Elizabeth, come on, let it pass. Destroy Netherlands and then become their friend. That is insane. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to say about that one. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's continue to... I don't know. I mean, we should probably somewhat watch what's going on there. Arabia and Poland are now friends. Egypt has denounced Poland, though, vice versa. So what's going to go down, Ottomans? I don't think you're going to handle this war the right way. Even though you have you have a huge military, I think you're going to be too distracted as an AI. Unfortunately, they've got some good defensive cities with their walls of Babylon, as well as the river makes it very hard to attack Babylon. Are you going straight for the capital? Looks like you might be. You might just be going straight for the capital. Russia's continuing to pump out damn wonders. Jeez, Russia, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. We have the Ottoman fleet attacking the Black Sea. The Russian army starting to finally get there in time. Poland. How many cities do we think Babylon's going to lose in this war? I've got to say, I'm going to guess 4 to 5. Not to one specific AI. I'm just going to say in their empire, they're going to lose at least 4 to 5 cities. We'll see. Almost all of their colonies north of the Black Sea, for sure. But besides that, I'm not sure exactly what else could play out. Morocco, whoa. Oh, Morocco declaring war on... Okay, my brain is about to explode. My brain is literally about to explode right now. So we've got Morocco declaring war on Rome. That doesn't mean much, but we also have Poland declaring war on Rome. That doesn't mean much either, but it's something to keep our eyes on in the future. Certainly something to keep our eyes on. Those aren't border... We've got Venice declaring war. No. Who declared this war? Oh, okay, we had Venice declaring war on Rome. Okay, so that's a big one. We've been waiting for this for a long time, and I think Milan is actually going to drop Venice before Rome does. Morocco doesn't mean much. Morocco declaring war on Venice doesn't mean much. Neither does Poland, because Poland doesn't share any immediate borders, unless, of course, they have open borders. No, Poland's too worried about their war against... Yeah, no, that doesn't mean much. That's not too big. It's not super big news, but it's still more things to keep our eyes on. I want to keep my eyes on this war. I think the first person to tick by is England, so let's watch what happens here. Also, I completely forgot about the war going on in Denmark in the Scandinavian region. There's just so much thing to look at. Maybe the Ottomans joining in a war against Rome. That's not going to be a big one either. Can we call this a world war yet? Can we call this a world war? After this video, we'll see the lines and see what the info addict says exactly with all the wars going on. But I think we can almost call this a world war. Unfortunately, I mean, maybe if some sort of link comes in between the Scandinavian regions, maybe if the Netherlands declare war or if England declares war on Babylon or something like that, I think we could probably call it a world war. I think it's safe to say it. Even though it's only about 1500 AD, I think it's pretty safe to say it. We've got Carthage declaring war now on Babylon. Did Carthage go to war with... No. Carthage and Rome aren't at war, are they? Spain. Oh my gosh, I forgot about Spain. Spain's got a super powerful army, but they haven't chosen exactly who they're going to use it against. Boom. Who took the city? Was that... Oh, okay. I thought I saw Austria take the city. I was like, how did they do that? How the hell did they do that? Okay, so boom, the first Babylonian city has fallen. Arabia, I don't think is going to join because I think Arabia and Babylon might be friends. I think they might be friends. Spain declared war on Rome. Holy crap. That is big. Okay, so that's a huge one. Oh my god. This is going to be really hard. Orleans took Brussels back, but there's massive reinforcements coming from Brussels and the Netherlands both. Holy shit. Okay, so we have Spain. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and just check. I don't even want to wait for the end of this video. Let's just go ahead and check right now. That was a little bit too critical. No, we got to go to political and war. Yeah, I could call this a world war. I mean, technically not every single person in the world is at war. We've got Egypt, Arabia, Portugal, and Greece remaining neutral. But that's compared to all of these people, only 4 nations that are remaining in peace. It's a world war. I'll call it a world war. Easily. Is there any link between the Dutch nation, the Scandinavian? No, I don't think so. Sweden, and there's just this random war going on in the Scandinavian region. I'll kind of keep my eye on that. I'm sure that's interesting to most people. Oh, because Sweden is really strong. I know a lot of people are rooting for Denmark and Sweden, so I will somewhat kind of keep my eye on the Scandinavian region between this war. Lots of denouncements flooding in. I'm sure Orleans is going to get taken back. We have Greece finally being pulled in. Greece declaring war on Carthage now. Oh my gosh, this got so complicated. Okay, we are going to either have to slow it down on my part or, well, I don't know exactly. We might have to slow it down on my part. We might see Denmark take Burka here, and That could happen. Where is Germany at, though? When is Germany actually going to go to war with someone that has a big impact here? Because that is also pretty key. I don't know if anything's going to happen in the Scandinavian. A lot of attacks going on, a lot of Copenhagen stuff's going on here. A lot of things going on in Copenhagen. Has any more cities fallen in the Babylonian Empire? It doesn't look like it yet. They're not close enough yet. Arabia, unless Arabia joins, I don't know if this is going to be a huge hit to Babylon's. Orleans has been captured by Brussels. Okay. So Brussels took it back. They're back to the 3 city-state god city-state. They're like the prince god of city-states right now. We have a new ideology that's chosen. What the hell's wrong with you guys, AI? You guys have been you guys were super buddy until like the very end. Portugal chose an autocracy. Do we have a clear winner of ideologies just yet? We have 4 orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 autocracies and 2 freedom. No, 6 autocracies and 2 freedom. Pretty divided. Is it causing an impact on anybody? It's causing an impact on Germany's happiness and Babylon's happiness. Okay, that's pretty big. That is pretty big. We have, there it goes, boom. Yep, that right there, that's official. That is official. Babylon is done. Orleans was once again captured by England. Those are kind of continuing to exchange. They're done. Arabia's joining in. That was the final. That's the final nail in the coffin right there. There's no chance. Not with all of these Arabian troops coming in after them. Now it just depends on who takes most of these cities away, though. That's going to be key. Who's going to take these cities away? And also, how does Austria play in this role? Russia as well. How is Russia going to play? I mean, maybe Russia takes over most of these northern Babylonian cities in their empire. It's going to be interesting, but that's it. When Arabia declares war, then that's it. That is we were waiting for that moment for a very long time. Also, what the hell are the Celts going to do? What are the Celts going to do? I don't know. I'm wondering because I mean the Celts could do something here. Although I don't know. How is the advancement towards the Amsterdam capital? Doesn't look like... I think they're just trying to defend Orleans for now. Kind of defending their territory inside of Europe. We've got a little battle going on between Denmark and Swedish navies. Okay, good. And we've got a bunch of stuff going on here. I'm kind of keeping my eye, making sure that I'm watching. I'm trying to keep my eye best as I can on seeing if any city exchanges go down. That is so huge. I cannot believe Arabia just declared war. Oh, man, Arabia. I thought you guys were friends. I didn't think it was going to happen, but it did. It totally did. You don't give a shit. Those camel archers are going to mess you up. Oh, is allied to somebody? Is allied to... It looks like might be allied to Babylon. I think we knew about that. Yep, they are. Did anything happen over here? Nope. England just had her turn process. Germany denounced the Netherlands. We actually might see Germany make an offensive against Sweden depending on if they lose enough troops to Denmark in that war. It could happen. Okay, there goes Babylon. And they're going to need it. They're going to need all those troops. Oh my gosh, they're absolutely surrounded. Rome and Russia. We've got Carthage and Denmark. Why is Carthage and Denmark going to war with so many people? Why is so many people going to war with Carthage, I guess? Denmark, not so much. That's not that big of a deal. It's more about... I can't believe Carthage. I mean, I guess because so many people denounced them, they were just kind of annoyed. I guess I forgot about that. That's kind of a key factor. I suppose that I wasn't really paying attention to. Jesus. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to slow down or something to see exactly like the implications of everything that's happening. But dang, I'm absolutely amazed. Also, we should probably double check and see which city-states are allied. I imagine Greece has most of the alliances. I mean, they're Greece, I mean, obviously, they're Greece. How is Venice doing, though? Venice and Rome are at war, and if anything, Milan's going to have a big impact on that. We could see Milan have a big impact here, since Milan has a huge, massive number of armies. Orleans is staying strong. I don't think Brussels is going to take that back, and now the ship of the lines are now starting to gear their way back towards Amsterdam. Wow. What's going on in the Scandinavian regions? Berka is going to get taken, I think, by the Danish army. Denmark has a huge military. We might see Sweden, be powerful for just a few seconds, and then boom, Denmark might take over. It might happen. It really might happen. Oh, we have peace between Denmark and Sweden. Okay, so never mind. Okay, well, I'm glad because that kind of lowers the craziness so far in this war. I didn't want too much more craziness going on. Russia, probably going to take over here. We've got, Carthage and Venice making peace. Okay, so good. More pieces going on. There's more pieces. I know that maybe That's not what everyone wants, but I'm trying to focus in on a few of the big stuff. So those are barbarians that have been spawned because of the terrible unhappiness that that's probably happening within Babylon. All their tiles are getting pillaged. They chose a bad ideology. They just fucking crashed and burned in this last part of the game. I can't believe how much they've just crashed and burned in this last part of the game. It's crazy. Any more ideologies? No, not yet. How are you guys not taking this over? I guess a lot of you guys are probably attacking from across the river. That's an issue. That's part of the issue. And these barbarians are probably going to help Babylon than anything. They're probably going to help them more than anything else. So that will be interesting. But looks like I'm actually going to have to end it a little bit early there, guys. This is just madness. I can only really describe it as absolute madness. I don't know where to begin. We also have this massive war going on in the Mediterranean, which is going to be key. That's complete exhaustion. I am so excited. This is, oh man, I don't even know how to describe myself right now, but this is so much fun. This got so much fun. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.